Hi, this is Chef Janie Pendleton, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a household cleaner. This is safe, it's organic, it's non-toxic, and it's perfect. It's made out of orange peels and vinegar and some spices. So come along and let's get started. The first thing you're going to need here, and I've got some little cutie oranges. You can use regular oranges. You can also use lemons or limes for this as well. But what you want to do is you want to hang on to the peels when you're done using them. And you can store those in the freezer until you're ready to get enough to use. And you need the peels from about 5 to 6 oranges. 5 to 6 cuties, maybe 2 or 3 large oranges, okay? Now, you're also going to need a couple of cups of white distilled vinegar. Cheap is fine. Now you're also going to need your squirt bottle. We picked this up at the dollar store. Make sure the squirt bottle works. It's got a nice trigger mechanism to it. And we're just using a quart bottle here. You can get one of those little pint bottles if you like. Okay. Now, for spices, if you're going to use this to polish your granite countertops or whatever, you can use the oils. Here we have orange oil. Basically, we're going to scent the vinegar. We're going to let it cure in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks before we actually use it as a concentrate. And the reason why we're going to spice the vinegar up is so you don't have the scent of vinegar. Now, once you use this vinegar and you spray it on your countertop, then you wipe it off, you have the vinegar itself, the scent of the vinegar wears off, but you do have the scent of the other scents that you put into this. Now, the things that you can use are star anise, stick cinnamon, the orange, lime, or lemon pills. You've got imitation rum. You've got lemon extract, cinnamon extract, anise extract, and you also have butter extract, okay? Now, when you cure it in the refrigerator, you're going to want to cure it in something like a canning jar, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, now let's say you don't have the liquids. Let's say you have the powders and you don't have the whole nutmeg or the whole cloves, which I'm going to be using here. Then what you want to do is you can use some coffee filters. What you can do is you can use some coffee filters and tie those up with some loose powdered spices in there. Or you can use this it's kind of like a handkerchief cloth. And I use this for like my cheeses. In our case here, we have the orange peels, all peeled and broken into 1 to 2 inch pieces. We've selected cinnamon for our liquid spice. You can use cinnamon sticks or even star of anise in this. And then I didn't have any whole nutmeg, so I'm going to have to make a filter for my powdered spices. And then I'm also have the powdered cloves. But again, if you have the whole cloves or the whole nutmeg, you can just slip it directly into the jar. Now, because of the vinegar, if you're using the powdered spices, the ground spices, you'll want to use one of these plastic coated wire ties or even a zip tie, like a tiny zip tie. You do not want to use a rubber band because the vinegar will eat through the rubber band. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill our jar up just part way with the vinegar. We're going to divide these orange peels in half, and we're going to put them down inside the jar, just like that. And then we're going to add a little bit more vinegar. Okay, we're just kind of layering things here. And then we're going to add our spices next. Okay, so I'm just going to add my either oil of cinnamon, in this case it's just cinnamon extract. And I'm just going to add a little bit here to the jar. There we go. Then we're going to take and we're going to add our ground nutmeg here. About 2 teaspoons. I'm going to add some to the other filter here for the other jar. Like I said, about 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to add about a teaspoon of cloves. You can go up to 2 teaspoons if you like. And we're going to tie this up. Like I said, if you do the whole spices, you can just put those directly in the jar. Stick cinnamon, star of anise, whole cloves, whole nutmeg, that can go in the jar. But I didn't have all of that, and they did not have it at the store, so I had to go with the powdered form. So we're just going to put it here inside of our coffee filters. Or again, you can use this nice handkerchief, nice thin cotton material. It's kind of like a cheesecloth. But not cheesecloth, it's actually, well, you can see here, it's a nice, almost like a flour sack or like a dish rag type material. Okay, we've just made ourselves some little handy dandy packages here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut off this upper part. Okay, and I'm going to take these nice little tight packages of spices and we're just going to float them right here on top. And now we're just going to stick in some more oranges, just like so. And now we're going to fill this up to about 1 inch from the top here with the vinegar. There we go. Now, what you want to do with this is you want to put the lid on fairly tight, just like this. You want to label this the date, and you want to store this in the refrigerator for up to a month. Okay? You're going to let this steep for a week or two before you use it. But you can also probably keep this in the refrigerator for about a month to 2 months, probably at the most. And then what you want to do is you want to, after that 1 or 2 weeks is up, and this has had a good time to cure, then you want to put this in your spray bottle. This is a 1 quart size spray bottle, but it should be 1 part solution, vinegar solution, to 2 parts of water. Vinegar will go away in about 20 minutes, and it will leave a wonderful scent of orange and cinnamon and anise and spices. You know, any spice that you use, I mean, it just smells heavenly throughout your house. Just anything, kitchen sinks, anything. But if you're going to use this and you add oil to it, like orange oil or cinnamon oils, then you can polish your granite countertops with it. You can even polish your stainless steel with it. But you don't want to put this on a mirror, okay? Because the oils will make your mirror kind of gummy up. So, Janie Pendleton on how to make your own spice-scented household cleaners.